But for those of you who haven't heard, kind of pinging off of my video that was posted yesterday, where we talked about Stephen Lett at the 2022 convention, stating that little children should be referred to as the enemies of God. And apologize, I'm recovering from COVID. And we all know that most people, whether Jehovah's Witnesses or not, have, their ideas of what one should do to an enemy of God. And in this case, in Ecuador, so we know that Stephen Lett sent that message to the world. The 27th, it was the end of June, 26th or 27th, anyhow. 3 days afterwards, a woman in Ecuador, mid-20s, her baby was a little more than a month old, and she thought that she saw something in him, something evil, and she stabbed him to death. So she is currently in custody. I think they're doing an evaluation psychologically, but the article that I'm reading from everyone from her brother to other members of the congregation state that she was a very stable person, that so I'm really baffled. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't watched my video, I'll put a link down in the description. And I'm going to put a link to a couple of these articles here because this occurred in Ecuador. The original articles are in Spanish. But I wanted to read you, and totally not prepared, a couple of things that they were saying is that, bear with me, I can't read and talk at the same time because I was raised Jehovah's Witness. So basically, her brother was saying that people think that this is an act of evil, of irresponsibility. He does not really want to go into how the attack happened, but it did happen with a knife. Hi, Sue. Hello. That she and her son's father met at the Jehovah's Witness church. They fell in love there. Sadly, though, the people in the congregation said that she seemed to be very emotionally stable, that there wasn't any issues as far as they could see. She was a very kind person. Well, as we know, a very brainwashed person. But yeah, just a couple days after Stephen Lett sent that message, this woman saw that her baby was evil and decided to put an end to his life. It's baffling. It's baffling, the shit that happens. And it happens in such small numbers, and there are a number of other contributing factors here. There is mention that she has a possible mental disability, but that doesn't really coincide with everything that friends and family said about her. She did just have a baby, so I'm sure a lot of people are going to talk about postpartum, etc. Even considering all of those things, and if that's the case, she's not going to be the only one who has mental health problems. It's just run amok these days. But how smart is it for some genius up in New York to go around telling these people that your children are enemies of God? They're little enemies of Jehovah. And I guess we will see what happens from here. I'll probably do more about this later, but I just wanted to put it out there to everyone if no one's heard about it. Again, I'll post a link to my video from yesterday where Mr. Lett does his wonderfulness. And then a couple of links here, so pass it around. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.